Hello, so this is the Firebrand, and we're back on the Firebrand Enterprises Minecraft realm, and we're at one end of the Skybridge. You can see how far in the distance it goes, all 846 blocks. And I thought we would take a bit of a tour. I thought about extending it a little further in this direction. There's an interesting pass through the mountains there. But in the end, Rio and I ended up walking it. It was a lot more fun to do that way, and we had a good time. I probably will not expand this in this direction unless somebody decides that they're going to build something over here. Although that little hole in the wall looks like a neat place somebody could go. On this end, there is an abandoned mine, which is one of the structures that Minecraft will add to the game now. And I'm told it's pretty dangerous. They've gotten lots and lots of mine tracks out of it. They've also died a lot. And that's what's in there. I haven't actually been into the mine, and that little tunnel ends up in a dead end. Our next stop is Grawl Tag has a skull house where he says no elves. I don't know how he plans to enforce that, given that the owner is one. And you can see he's done an interesting little formation there. I've been up in there. Now, the last time I was up in there wasn't anything inside. I don't know if he's added anything since then. But there wasn't anything inside. I think he should add a couple of torches to the eyes. It would glow really neat at night. But you can't see it. So, and that's its position in relation to the mine over there. And as we go along, you can see it didn't all go in a straight line. It was very, very much determined by the terrain I was trying to go around. And again, there's another crevice through the mountains over there. I might try and walk that one day. I don't think I will build this anymore at all. It's real handy to get from one end to the other, to get from one person's place to the next. But it takes a lot of the fun out of it. And this end of it is pretty high up in the air. That is the main sky bridge down there, and you can see we came up quite a ways. We're almost at cloud level up here. The mountains themselves don't go up a whole lot further than this, but it was the easiest way to travel and do some exploring at the time. About 70 blocks along, you come to a very, very large staircase, and it comes down. And the very next archway is Rio claimed a very large island-type formation. As you can see, 2,800 blocks in that direction. And this is the beginning of a path that she set up so that she could easily find her way there and back. I would eventually, I think I would like to expand the pavement at least as far as the staircase. I don't know if I'll take it much further than that. And eventually I'll be replacing this with sandstone with the little glass facing. And you get a little further along, and the next arch is Bloodcap Tower. And looks like somebody removed the sign. The sign needs to come back. And you can see there's a very large, let's see if I can find a better view. A very large Bloodcap Tower, and then a smaller tower. Now, I've been up inside that, and that's kind of neat. I think I would like it more if you could see out those windows better, because there would be some pretty amazing vistas, but they're so high up off the floor surface that's set up inside that tower that it's very, very hard to actually see out of the windows themselves. But that's a personal thing. There's a really neat spiral staircase going up inside of it. There isn't a whole lot in that the last time I looked. There's a floor, and then it just goes up. It's very hollow inside. It's pretty nifty looking, though. I like it. But that's Bloodcap Tower, and it needs a sign. Our next stop is base. This is, the spawn point. That's the base. That's the Firebrand Watchtower, the farm, the docks, the villager prison. What used to be Addie's house before Val destroyed it is over in that direction. And if you go inside there, that's all of the sheeps and the cows and the pigs and stuff are all down there. And as you can see, walking from one end to the other does take some time. This is going to be Binksy's Tower. I'm going to wait until dawn to actually talk about it much. But we have come about 240 blocks. And, I mean, at dawn, I had started at that end to walk all the way to that end to start talking about the things. And, it is not a slow journey at all, or a fast journey at all. It takes considerable amounts of time. So, we'll be back at dawn. So it's dawn, and Valerie has Dragon Cave and some stuff set up back there. It's not directly connected. She gets back and forth mostly by water. But the next stop on the Skybridge itself is Binksy's Spire. I don't know that it really has a name. I have not been up inside it. I'm saving that. But there is a very large spiral staircase that goes up and around the whole thing. This spire used to be almost as tall as that one, and Binksy just mined it right down. Not sure entirely why. Very possibly to be able to build up from here, because that's close to the top of the sky, and at 256 blocks at that point you can't go up anymore. So it's possible Binksy was just creating himself some space. So that's that. And then if you stand over here, you can see the remains of what used to be Addie's house before Val pranked her. My understanding is that lava trap was not supposed to act quite like that, and a couple of us now are like, Val, just stay away from us. You know, just you stay over there. You're good. So yeah, that was the thing. And here we have New Iron Forge. This is where Spritzy's been doing some building. Spritzy and Rio have something of a rivalry going on. And Spritzy's like, no Faye. And if you go further in that direction, I think there is an extremely large tower Spritzy has built for an ender spawn. I was up in and around some of this 10 to 14 days ago. There wasn't a lot there at that time. It looks like Spritzy's added some more stuff to it. I might go check it out again sometime soon. But that's Spritzy's new Iron Forge. And this is Vendetta Point, and this is what I have claimed. We have only come about 340 blocks at this point, so that tells you how much more Skybridge there is. If you just keep going, it goes up and around. This is when I start recording for real, which I think is probably going to be after this video. I'll have most of the elements I want in place. I'm going to start doing a Let's Play here. I have not done a lot with it, except some exploring. I have been putting it off because I wanted to be able to record it as I went. I've made everybody leave it alone. And the next time that I record, I'll be talking about the different elements of what attracted me and what little I've actually put in place at this point. There's a little construction platform here with a bunch of the stuff that I was using to pave the Skybridge. I am probably not... I might pave it to that corner, but I think then I'm done. And most of this is just going to end up going away, including this whole platform is going to end up just getting destroyed. And then if you go over there, I'm told Rio went looking for something and expanded part of the Skybridge off in that direction. I haven't been out there, and I'm not going to give a tour of all of it. It's pretty boring. You're walking a really long time. And you're walking along stone. I mean, and okay, so this is what it looks like. That's it. That's all it looks like. There's tundra in that direction. And like I said, Spritzy's got that Ender generation tower. And then this just keeps on going really, really far. The whole thing was 840 blocks long. And that's the Skybridge and all of the really high points. And y'all have a good day, and we'll catch you another time.